volcano!
And the sand dunes! Yeah!
It was gorgeous.
Mosey loved Mars, didn't you, Mosey?
You know, that Mars Canyon made the Grand Canyon look like a ditch in our backyard.
And what did Zoom Aerosweet tell you, Sister Twila?
That it would be worth it. And it was worth it. Probably the best experience of my life so far. It really was. Yes. I can't even believe I was so scared to get out of the spaceship. But I did. And I'm still here. Thank you so much.
Careful, careful. Don't wrinkle the uniform. Please.
You know, I can't wait to see my pictures. Wait a minute. This one has your ear in it.
Yeah, but that's the strong ear of a superhero. Snap.
But I can't even see the volcano. And it was right there. And what is this? Is that your thumb? How did your thumb get in there?
I was just reaching out to rescue you. See?
Well, that was the picture of the sand dunes, I think. And here's your shoe. Zoom! This was the picture of the Mars Canyon! I can't believe I don't have any photos to show our friends.
Sorry.
I really wanted to show them. Nobody will believe us that we ever really went to Mars.
Yes, they will believe us because we will tell them. They will be helpless to resist our enthusiasm.
I know, but I really wanted to show them the pictures.
Listen. Some truly beautiful things are hard to capture in photograph.
I guess we just have to take them on faith.
Exactly.
Plus, the next time we come on a mission to Mars, we can bring all our friends.
I think if we're going to do that, and according to my calculations, we need a bigger spaceship.
And more space ice cream. Speaking of which, I seem to remember a little monkey called Mosey who promised me the last package of ice cream if I got out of the spaceship and came back alive, and well, here I am.
So you are. Enjoy, sisters.
Thank you, Zoom.
Don't mention it. Yet, I will not neglect to mention that we have 215 days of travel ahead of us before we reach Earth. Enjoy, Sister Twila.
I am
If you would be so inclined, I would treasure just a small bit of cold confection.
If you're asking me for a bite, I ain't gonna give you one.
I trust you enjoyed your Mars adventure.
Yeah, very much. It was the best adventure of my life.
Then you have one person to thank for flying this spaceship safely, for heroically defending you with his lightsaber, and for giving you his last package of ICE-CREAM.
Thank you, Mosey.
No! Thank you, Zoom Aerospeed!
But I already said thank you to you, Zoom.
Words. Words must be backed up by actions. Your heartfelt thank you would mean so much more with a heartfelt bite. Ice cream.
Okay, you can have a bite. A little one. Little!
Now, thanks for your generosity, Twila. Now I am ready for anything. Blasting off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, to eternity and beyond!
Zoom and Twila, your mission was very successful. Now your task when you return to Earth is to tell as many people as possible about your adventure. Then you must invite them to travel with you in the future so they can experience Mars for themselves.
And then there was this humongous volcano, and it exploded right in front of us.
Which necessitated utilizing my superhero lightsaber skills to protect my vulnerable sister.
And Mars Canyon was amazing.
I was aware of these phenomena. Sorry, I cut you off.
That's okay. It did make the ditch. It did make the ditch. It did make the Grand Canyon look like a ditch in our backyard.
Whatever she said. This experience was the best one in my whole life. I will never ever be the same. Zoom Aerospeed again.
So dramatic. And I will never be the same Twila Airspeed. We are forever changed by our experience.
But Captain Rex,
I need to tell you something. Something awful. None of my pictures turned out. I'm so sorry.
I'm not surprised, Twila. I have heard that some truly beautiful things sometimes resist being captured on film.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
There will be other missions to Mars in the future, so don't worry. And be assured, pictures or no pictures, your mission, Zoom and Twila, was very successful. That's all for now. Over and out.
Over and out.
Hey kids, it's Captain Rex. Hey, it's good to be back. It's our last night together, and I just wanted to make sure that you knew. Did you see Zoom and Twila? They just enjoyed so much their trip to Mars, didn't they? There was we didn't see much of the pictures, did we? But there was the canyon, the Mars Canyon, and then there was the volcano and the big sand dunes, and there were so many things that they got to see. It was quite an adventure. Did anything ever happen to you in your life that was so cool you just had to tell your friends all about it? Does anybody have a situation that was just so cool that you just had to tell your friends? Alana.
Going to a car park, see where water park is.
So you went to the water park, right in SeaWorld, and what was so cool about it? What made it so cool?
That there was a street you go in and they push you to where you go instead of walking all over the place.
That's so cool.
I know. I went to a family party before.
That's so
I
cool.
didn't know this time.
That's so cool. I have an experience that happened to me too, but I'm going to keep it a secret for right now. So I can't tell you right now. But there is something that really cool happened to Paul. You remember we've been talking about Paul this week? Paul's that guy, let's take it back a couple days. Paul's the guy that the bright light comes down and Jesus says right to him, he says, Paul, I want you to follow me. And he got blinded by the light. And then later, Paul went to Ananias' house and Paul learned about Jesus and accepted him into his heart. And then he started telling everybody. He went to Lydia's house. Remember about Lydia? He shared what Jesus was, that Jesus loved Lydia, and that Jesus died on the cross, and that Jesus is alive. Paul shared all that with Lydia. And then also, what we didn't know is that other adventures happened to Paul too. In fact, Paul and his buddy Silas, they were having so much fun telling other people that they got in trouble, and the government came and put them in jail. Do you think Paul was upset though? He just kept on praising Jesus. And he sang, and Jesus gave him a way out. And Paul continued to go to different towns. Let me tell you about one town that they went to. The town name is Athens. There's actually still a town. It's in Greece, over in Europe. But Paul went to the town in Athens. And when Paul was there, it wasn't necessarily the best of towns. There were people doing a lot of different things. One thing that they did in the town of Athens is they made idols. Do you know what an idol is? An idol is like a statue. I mean, it could be something pretty large. You know, we could make that spaceship into a statue if we wanted to. It's something that then the people not only made as a statue, but then they worshipped it like it was a god. Sometimes you can even use smaller things like money, or cars, or TV, and that becomes an idol in your life. And anyway, in Athens, they had these big statues. And on one of the statues, it said something right down at the bottom, big words. It said, "To the unknown God." To the unknown God. And Paul thought to himself, he's like, I think I know what to tell these people. I know the name of God. And so he went right into the middle of town square and he said, listen up, people of Athens. Do you want to know the name of this God that you say is unknown? Now what do you think name he said? What is the name of God that we've learned this week? One of the many names, Jesus. See, Jesus is God. And he said, listen up, everybody. Jesus is God. And he invited everybody to follow Jesus, and some of them listened. And they said, what do we need to do to follow Jesus? And Paul talked them through it, just like he did with Lydia. And that's what I would like you to do. I'm challenging you this weekend and this coming week, before you head back to school, is to invite your friends, invite your family to follow Jesus on the adventure of their life. Let me tell you now, my secret. Can I tell you my secret? My secret that I wanted to share that was something really good. Remember how I told Twila that it was okay that our pictures didn't turn out? Well, it turns out I've already been to Mars. Yes, Twila, I've been to Mars. And it was me who wrote that email to Zoom and invited both of them to take the trip. I love Mars so much that I invited them to experience it for themselves. So I'm the one who sent the email and invited them both. And now, Zoom and Twila had such a good time at Mars, now they're going to invite their friends to go there too. So just like an invitation to Mars, do you know that right now, God is inviting you on an adventure of a lifetime? And that adventure includes meeting a risen Savior. And so it sounds like right now, his invitation is arriving to each one of you. I encourage you, accept that invitation and get ready for that adventure of a lifetime. This is Captain Rex, signing out for the last time. Over and out.
Over and out.
Over and out.